after executing statement 3, you cannot execute statement 2, or after executing statement 2, you cannot execute statement number 1. What is the meaning of statement 1 here? This is a statement 1. It can be a more, and here you can have more than one statement. That is the meaning of compound statement. So if the condition is true, it calculates the discount for 10%, and if the condition fails, it calculates the discount at the rate of 5%. Dear students, welcome to Computer Science classes. I am Ravi Kumar KR, lecturer in Computer Science, Vidhyaashram PU College, Temple of Excellence, Mysore. Students, let us start our discussion today with the concept programming constructs. So, in our previous session, we were discussing about the problem solving methodology. Under this, we are going to discuss about programming constructs. So, what is programming construct? A programming construct is a statement in a program. So, the programming statements are called programming constructs. So, in any program, we may have to make use of different types of programming statements or programming construct. So, programming construct is nothing but programming statement. Now, let us see the different types of programming constructs. So, first one is sequential programming construct, selection programming construct, and iteration programming construct. Now, let us see these things one by one. Now, the first one is sequential construct. So, the definition is, in a sequential construct, the program statements are executed one after another and in a sequence, and there will be no backward or forward references. So, this is the definition of sequential construct. Now, let us see the flowchart of this. Here, suppose this is the entry to the program, and here if there are, this is a statement number 1, statement number 2, statement number 3, and statement number 4. Suppose in your program or a program construct, in this example, there are 4 statements. So, if there are 4 statements, so this is the statement first, the computer executing the statements from here, this is the entry point. Statement 1 will be executed, next is statement 2, next is statement 3, and next one is statement 4. So, this is the meaning of the sequential construct. Program statements are executed one after another in a sequence. This is in a sequence, and no backward or forward references. The meaning is, at any point of time, you cannot execute from S1 and S3. So, after S1, it's going to execute only second statement. So, at any point of time, after S1, you cannot execute, or computer cannot execute statement number 3 or statement number 4. There is no forward reference or even backward reference. The meaning is, after executing statement 3, you cannot execute statement 2, or after executing statement 2, you cannot execute statement number 1. So, this is the meaning of a sequential constructor, where all the statements are executing one after the another, and there is no question of forward or backward references. So, this is sequential construct. Now, let us move on to next construct. This is selection construct. This is selection construct. So, it is also known as conditional construct, and this structure or construct helps the programmer to take appropriate decision, and the decision or selection normally expressed as a condition. And here, this is another type of construct. It is also known as conditional construct, and here the user can check for different types of condition according to the program or the problem. So, based on this, the programmer can take decision based on the conditions given. And here, the structure of the statement, it helps the programmer to take decision. And the decision is expressed in the form of condition. So a condition is called as this is a selection or decision. The programmer can take a decision based on the condition given in a program. So this is known as selectional construct or conditional construct. And here we have different types of construct or selection construct. One is simple if, next one is if else if, nested if, and multiple selection. These are all different types of selection construct. Now let us see these things one after another. The first construct is simple if statement, or we say if construct or if statement. So look at the diagram here. This is the flow chart. Here this is condition. Here the user has given a condition here, the test condition here. So if you look at any condition, for that matter, there are two possible answers for this. One is true, one is false. Students, I repeat the same thing. In any condition, there are two possible answers, either true or false. So here the programmer can take decision based on these two results. Suppose if it is true, he can execute a set of statements, and if it is false, he can execute another set of statements. So in this example, if the condition, this is the given condition, and if the condition it is true, here is that this is the condition true. If it is true, it executes statement number 1. Suppose if the condition fails or it is false, this is a false, then it is going to execute statement 2. Now you can see this is a flow chart, and you can see the arrow mark here. So if condition fails, it comes to this point, so it is executing statement number 2. So this is a selection construct. So based on the conditions given. So generally any conditions will result in two possible answers, either true or false. So based on this result, if it is true, a set of instructions will be executed. If the condition is false, another set of statements will be executed. This is a flow chart. Now let us see the definition of this. This structure helps to decide the execution of a particular statement or set of statement based on the condition. This statement is also known as one-way branching. Thus, another name of this is one-way branching statement. The syntax of this, or we say general form of the statement, or we use the word syntax. Syntax of the statement here is if test condition and statement 1 and statement 2. Here the meaning is if the test condition is true, it executes this statement, and if test condition is false, it executes second statement. That is the meaning of the syntax here. So I repeat once again, the test condition given, if it is true, it executes. If it is true, it executes this statement, and if condition fails or false, it executes second statement. So this is the syntax of that. Now let us see the statements here. The statement 1 can be simple or compound statement. What is the meaning of statement 1 here? This is a statement 1. It can be a more, and here you can have more than one statement. That is the meaning of compound statement. So if you have the simple statement, means only one statement will be there. If it is a compound statement, if there will be a more than one statement, in that case we will make use of these brackets. So these brackets, inside this we are writing compound statements. Means if there are more than one statement to be executed, so we have to be placed in between these two brackets. So this is the meaning of simple or compound statement. Now look at the example here. If amount is greater than 5,000. So here if amount is greater than 5,000, discount is this, and net amount equals to statement here. So now look at the condition here. So here this is the condition. If amount is greater than or equal to 5,000, so it's going to calculate the discount at the rate of 10%. And when it's going to calculate, only if it is condition it is true. If condition is true, it executes this statement here. Means it calculates the amount or the discount at the rate of 10%. That is simple if statement. And here in a simple if statement, it works only for true part of it. Please understand now. So if condition fails, it will skip this and it goes to next statement. So I repeat, students, once again, in simple if statement, if the condition it is true, it executes the statement, and if condition fails, so it will skip these statements and goes to next statement. That is simple if statement. Now let us move on to next slide. Here another type of construct, that is if else statement or if else construct. So this statement is used to decide whether a set of statements should be executed or another set of statements should be executed. This statement is also known as two-way branching. And please remember that the simple if statement, it is called as one-way branching because it used to work with only true part of a condition. So here if else statement, it is called two-way branching, means it works for both the condition. If it is true, it executes one set of statements. If condition false, it executes another set of statements. So look at the syntax of this. The general form is if test condition and statement 1 and else statement 2. Here please understand now we are using if else. So this is the syntax or the general form: if test condition, statement 1, else statement 2. The meaning of this syntax is the test condition, there are two possible answers, either yes or no, or true or false. If it is true, it executes these set of statements, and if condition fails or false, it executes these set of statements. So this is if else statement. So it is called two-way branching. It works for both the conditions true and false. Now let us see the diagram of this or flow chart. This is if condition, this is the condition. There are two possible answers. One is true and one is false. So here if it is true, it executes statement 1 and it goes to next line. So if condition fails or false, it goes to another set of statement, here statement 2, and goes to next statement in a program. So this is a flowchart for if else statement. Now let us see the syntax or example for this. Here if amount is greater than or equal to 5,000, discount is this statement, and else discount is equal to 5%. See, this is one more example here. So here in the previous example, please note down the difference here. In the previous if else condition, it is true, it was only for this. So if condition fails, it will skip this, goes to next statement here. So same thing here. In if statement, only one condition, and here only one statement to be executed, the two if it is true. Now in if else statement, if you look at the example, there are two statements. So if the condition is true, it calculates the discount for 10%, and if the condition fails, it calculates the discount at the rate of 5%. Here amount, here the user, the programmer has to input the value for the amount or the variable amount here. Suppose, for example, if the amount entered by the user is, for example, 6,000. Suppose the user enters the amount 6,000. Now 6,000 is greater than 5,000. So it execute this statement. Means it calculates the discount for at the rate of 10%. Suppose then after executing this, it comes out of if else statement. Suppose in this example, if the user gives the value as 3,000, or if the user enters the value as 3,000 to the amount, then check for the condition. 3,000 is greater than 5,000 or equals no. Condition fails. A condition false. It skip this statement and execute the statement at else spot. So accordingly, it's going to calculate the discount at the rate of 5%. This is an example for if else statement. Now look at one more example. So this is to check whether the given number is even or odd. So here, if you want to check the given number is even or odd, normally the logic is divide the given number by 2. If the remainder is 0, it is even number, or it is, if the remainder is not 0, it is odd number. So this is where this is a condition. For example, if else statement we are using here, and if condition. So this is a condition. So here we are using percentage. It is called as modulus operator. It gives the remainder of any division. So condition, if n percentage 2 equal to 0, it gives even, it print as even number, or it else print n is odd number. Here the user supposed to enter value for n here. Now for example, if I say n value is 4, suppose if I enter n value is 4 here, look at the condition now. Here 4 divided by 2, 2 2s are 4, 0. Remainder is 0. So in this example, remainder is 0. It says n means the given number n, that is 4 is even number, and comes out of if else construct. Suppose if the value of n, if it is equals to 3, if it is equal to 3, so what would be the condition now? Here, if you look into that, this 3 divided by 2, 2 1s are 2, remainder is 1. Here, the remainder is 1. So in this, check the condition. N per 3 percentage 2 equal to 0? No, condition fails here. It will skip this and execute this statement under else spot. So accordingly, it is going to print n. In this example, 3 is odd number. So this is how to use this if else construct. So far we have discussed about the programming construct, that is one is simple if and if else statement or if else construct. Now let us continue our discussion in my next session. Thank you so much.